Nsonga TV is an online media platform that connects members of the Makerere University community and the outside world together, that brings them together so that we can be able to interact on different important and useful issues. Here we come up and we bring biggest people around town. Right now we have our Lord Counsellor, Deputy Lord Mayor, Deputy Lord Mayor, Madam Nyanjura Doreen is already in the house, and we want to introduce her to the show. Because as usual, Baba Denga Bamboza, very many people have been asking, I don't got to posting bintu, but right now I have the Deputy Lord Mayor herself is in the house, and we want to interact with her. Definitely, by the end of the interview, to Jakuba Twize to binji, she's here to inspire and of course transform. Definitely, about Webati at Wetaga so that they can be able to educate our people. As usual, this is your boy Emmy, the baddest in the house. Nsonga TV, Nsonga Media Platform, what you would call it into Chafe. Lord Mayor in the house, tugenda kubanga twogerako ko naye ku bintu ebyenjawulo aberenga to inspiring, and as usual members out there, please take this interview serious. Lord Mayor, Deputy Lord Mayor, we honor you. I'm really very privileged okuba nti nzeko mu office wano. Thanks for giving me the opportunity, and as usual abantu banga be Makerere nkimanyi bajja kuba basanyufu nnyo. Deputy Lord Mayor, thanks for hosting me to your office.
You're welcome.
Abananga ndi wano aku City Hall. Abananga, I'm so privileged sijanga kuwanu, but really this is a very good opportunity okuba nti nsobodde osisinkana Deputy Lord Mayor. Deputy Lord Mayor, how have you been? It's a long time, a long time.
Well, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Okay.
And, nice meeting you, Emma.
All right.
Thank you so much for the excellent work.
All right.
That you're doing, specifically for the Makerere community.
Okay.
Makerere is home.
Okay.
Makerere is what has largely made me who I am.
Okay.
You cannot talk about Nyanjura Doreen. You cannot talk about Nyanjura Doreen and you can't talk about Makerere University.
Okay.
I've been lost.
Okay.
And because I so much honor, respect, and treasure Makerere University.
Okay.
This is my first interview, by the way.
All right.
And I have gotten back from my maternity leave to specifically talk to Makerere University community.
Wow, this
That
is very
how
great.
Much I treasure
Okay.
Makerere University.
Wow, thanks for representing us. Actually, okuba abantu be bakulonda, they are very happy. People are very happy with you. They honor your work. So thanks for that great work. Deputy Lord Mayor, I would really want to understand more about you. Abantu bantumye nsobola okuba nti njogerako naawe ku bintu ebyenjawulo, and they are waiting for this interview. Nkimanyi bajja kuba basanyufu nnyo. Naye nga here we are here to inspire. Of course, tukimanyi bulungi nti last graduation, you were one of the people who graduated at Makerere University. Era twakulaba mu Freedom Square. Nga wena, it was really very wonderful. Wakola course, what course had you done?
Well, nakola masters mu gender studies.
Masters in gender studies.
Yes.
Wow.
Gender studies.
Mwasoma bya gender.
Wasoma bya gender.
What is all about gender?
Well, gender studies specifically is about gender equity and gender equality.
Okay.
For me personally, I was inspired to do that course,
okay,
given the gender gaps
okay,
that we have in this country,
okay,
given the gender gaps that we have in Africa,
okay,
generally.
Okay.
You know, being a young female Deputy Lord Mayor, the youngest so far.
Okay.
I met challenges when I was appointed.
Okay.
You know, there were several questions. She's young, she's unmarried, how did she get there? So there's certain stereotypes that you suffer, especially when you are a female. And I will also continue to see that when it comes to leadership, you'll find that the percentage of women in leadership is still low.
Okay.
So I wanted to go back to Makerere, do this course to understand why do we still continue to see these gender gaps, regardless of us having laws in place,
okay,
regardless of us having the women's movement,
okay,
regardless of us having so many women NGOs fighting for the rights of women. So I wanted to understand the injustices, why we continue to suffer those injustices as women,
okay,
and how those injustices can be addressed.
All right. Abantu abasinga in Makerere University, we look at gender studies as gender that helps the girl child mostly. Abalenzi temubafaako nnyo kubanga when it comes to Makerere waliwo kintu kye bayita sexual harassment. In fact, kiyamba nnyo ate abawala okusinga abasajja oba abalenzi. So how do you balance? Do you really help girls and boys, or you all muyamba buyambi bawala bokka?
Well, the thing is gender equity.
Okay.
And when we talk about gender equity, we cannot only be talking about one sex, so we're equally looking at the males. However, with emphasis on the females, given the historical injustices that the females have suffered.
Okay.
I mean, women have suffered even when it comes to the type of food, we'll get to know that women were not supposed to eat chicken, women are not supposed to eat eggs, even when it comes to education, it's the women that were not supposed to go to school.
Okay.
So we put emphasis on the women given the historical injustices. When it comes to land inheritance, usually they will tell you, no, as a woman you're not supposed to inherit property. When your husband dies, as a woman, instead of you inheriting property, you would instead be inherited as a woman. So we put emphasis on women given the historical injustices suffered by the women.
Wow, that's a very, very nice conversation. It sounds a very good course. In fact, I should also, I think of doing that course.
Actually, if I had a way, because sometimes when I argue, when I debate, I realize that I seem to be debating with people that do not yet appreciate that we have gender gaps in this country. If I had a way, if I was the president of this country, I would have forced every Ugandan to study gender studies. Because it's very important. It opens your eyes, it sharpens your brain. So most people have not yet actually appreciated the need for gender equality.
Yeah, but of course, if you to do something, really you don't need to become the president. You still have authority as a deputy Lord Mayor. I think you can still utilize that office, the way which you hold it to, of course.
I don't have that much authority, but if the president gave a directive, just like they are putting emphasis on ensuring everyone gets vaccinated. I think that one would really serve better when it comes from an authority that is higher than the office of the Deputy Lord Mayor.
All right, that's very, very, very great. Banango mukulu mumuwulidde. Of course, tukyagenda maaso n'okumubuuza ebibuuzo eby'enjawulo. Deputy Lord Mayor, what was your experience like during your course of study?
Now, my experience was not that easy, given the fact that I had to balance between my office, which is an extremely busy office.
Really?
That I had also balance with my family. And then I also had to go to school. But like I have said, for me, I think where there is a will, there is a way. And when you're determined, then you can achieve whatever you want. So I utilized a lot of time to study. And for me, I think studying online was a blessing in disguise, especially for us, the working class, that I would get inconvenienced, trying to get to school, and then, there is jam. So it utilized a lot of time online. Like I would be on my way home, when I'm being driven home, or when I'm in my car, I would be in class studying, and thanks to technology. I know technology has its disadvantages, but it also has its advantages. So for me, I took advantage of the good side of technology. So and I think moving forward, we really need to blend, so that we have online teaching for those who are not able to go to class, and then we also have the physical classes. So it wasn't easy given my hectic schedule, but thanks, to technology, that I would even be able to study in the comfort of my car when I'm seated in jam. When I'm on my way home, I would utilize that time to study. I also utilized discussion groups. I really utilized discussion groups.
That was great.
And that also helped me. So
that's
it wasn't
very good.
really a very tough experience for me. I must confess, because I was doing a course that I loved. No one forced me to do it.
It's great.
I was doing things that I was almost living on a daily basis. And since I'm an advocate of gender, I was already an advocate of gender. So for me, I think that is the best decision that I made. I'm so proud that I studied gender.
Wow, that's very, very. So in other words, it wasn't a mistake to study gender.
No, not at all.
Not
at all. It's not a mistake to study any course. I believe whatever course you study, there is something new that is added onto you. There is new knowledge that you acquire. I always tell people, whenever there is an opportunity for you to go back to school, go back and study regardless of the course.
So you're proud that you studied gender?
Oh, yes, I am proud.
We're very much aware that you joined in 2020, and that was during the COVID time. COVID came in 2020, 2021, we were in COVID. It was great that you studied online. I think you utilized that opportunity. Any challenges that you faced during that time?
Well, I've already talked about the challenges that I faced. Like,
Okay.
you know, Uganda is still a third world country.
True.
In this 21st century. So the network connectivity sometimes wouldn't be nice.
Okay.
And therefore you'd get problems, you know, trying to log in. Like,
Okay.
you might also remember we did our exams online, so at times submission would still be a challenge,
Okay.
given that the network connectivity in this country is not really that good. So for me, largely, I didn't find
any
a
challenges
number
as
of
such.
challenges. There's nothing that I can point out to and I say, oh, you know, I got this challenge. No, for me, largely it was to do with connectivity.
Okay.
Our lecturers were very helpful.
Okay.
They were so forthcoming.
Okay.
I enjoyed.
Wow, that's very great. That's very great.
Yes.
Very great. And of course, tujja kuba tweyongeza omukyalo ono tukyamulina. We still have the deputy Lord Mayor in the house. And as usual, it's me, your boy, Emio, the baddest, bringing you everything on this platform. We praise the management of Makerere University community for the good work you're doing. Deputy Lord Mayor Molina Munyumba right now. And we're coming back in the second part. As usual, this is your boy, Emio, the baddest.